At the breakfast table, a slice of bread spread with butter or margarine may seem like a small, familiar detail. Yet behind this everyday choice lies a debate that has lasted for decades, one that touches on nutrition, health, and the way we define good food. Butter is often seen as the embodiment of natural, while margarine is frequently labeled as artificial and therefore less healthy. But does this distinction still hold true in the light of modern nutritional science? To answer that question, we need to look more closely at the nature, history, scientific mechanisms, and ongoing controversies surrounding these two widely used fats. Let's get into it right here on Secrets of Simple Things. Butter and margarine come from fundamentally different origins. Butter and margarine come from fundamentally different origins, and this distinction shapes not only their nutritional profiles, but also the way they are perceived and used in everyday diets. Butter is an animal-based product, made by churning cream from cow's milk until the fat globules separate and solidify. Owing to its natural origin and rich, distinctive flavor, butter has long been a staple in cooking and baking across many cultures, valued not just for nourishment, but also for the depth and aroma it brings to food. Margarine, by contrast, is a manufactured fat, produced primarily from vegetable oils, or, in some formulations, a blend that may include animal fats, that are processed to achieve a solid or semi-solid texture similar to butter. It was originally developed as a lower-cost substitute, particularly during periods when butter was scarce or expensive. At their core, butter and margarine represent two different approaches to dietary fat, one rooted in traditional animal agriculture and natural processing, the other shaped by industrial innovation and nutritional engineering. This fundamental difference explains why the comparison between the two continues to evolve alongside changes in food science, public health guidance, and consumer preferences. Butter, a symbol of abundance and high living. Butter has existed for thousands of years and is deeply intertwined with the culinary histories of Europe, the Middle East, and many other cultures. For centuries, butter was not merely a food item, it carried cultural and economic significance, and was widely regarded as a symbol of prosperity. Producing butter requires an abundant supply of milk, which in turn depends on healthy livestock, ample grazing land, and stable animal husbandry. In ancient and medieval agricultural societies, these conditions were clear indicators of wealth. Communities that could afford to transform milk into butter were not merely meeting basic nutritional needs. They possessed surplus resources, allowing them to produce a more refined and luxurious product than fresh milk alone. Butter was also relatively expensive and difficult to preserve, especially before the advent of refrigeration. In medieval Europe, it appeared most often on the tables of nobles, clergy, and well-off households, while poorer populations relied on lard or other animal fats. A meal that included butter thus signaled comfort and abundance, eating not just to survive, but to enjoy. In some regions, butter was even used to pay taxes, trade goods, or serve as offerings, further reinforcing its economic and symbolic value. Culturally, butter became closely associated with ideas of fullness, prosperity, and stability. In seasonal agricultural societies, the presence of butter implied good harvests, thriving herds, and social security. In India, clarified butter, ghee, has long played a role not only in cuisine but also in religious rituals, symbolizing purity, prosperity, and divine blessing. In Europe, the image of golden, creamy butter entered language and culinary memory as shorthand for a life of comfort and success. For these reasons, butter is not simply a fat. Historically, it became a marker of surplus resources, high living standards, and economic security. An unspoken sign that a society had moved beyond mere survival toward culture and enjoyment. Margarine, a product of scarcity and industrialization. Margarine emerged much later and bears the unmistakable imprint of the industrial age. In the 19th century, as Europe faced repeated wars, food shortages, and rising butter prices, the French government actively encouraged the invention of a cheaper, more easily produced alternative to traditional butter. In 1869, margarine was officially introduced as a solution to provide affordable energy for soldiers and the urban working class, groups increasingly unable to access natural butter. Unlike butter, margarine was not tied to pastures or livestock, but to laboratories, factories, and technological advances in vegetable oil processing. Mass-produced and inexpensive, it quickly became a symbol of industrial food, designed to meet the needs of growing populations in modern societies. From a temporary substitute, margarine spread rapidly across countries, especially during the World Wars when butter was scarce or rationed. Its rise, however, sparked intense conflict with the traditional dairy industry. In many European countries and in North America, margarine was heavily taxed, restricted in advertising, and even banned from being colored yellow to prevent it from impersonating butter. These disputes went beyond economics. They reflected deeper anxieties about industrial food replacing long-established natural products. Margarine thus became more than just a fat. It stood at the center of debates over food ethics, regulation, and consumer trust. Over time, with advances in nutrition science and food technology, margarine gradually shed its image as a cheap imitation of butter and evolved into an independent industry. Still, its origins in scarcity, substitution, and industrial efficiency give it a fundamentally different identity from butter, one rooted in agricultural tradition, the other in the logic of modern mass production. Fat composition as the core difference. From a scientific perspective, the fundamental difference between butter and margarine lies in their fat composition. Butter is rich in saturated fats, which, when consumed in excess, can raise LDL cholesterol levels in the blood and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Margarine, on the other hand, contains a higher proportion of unsaturated fats because its primary ingredients are vegetable oils such as soybean, sunflower, canola, or corn oil. Nutritional science has consistently shown that these fats can help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, when they replace saturated fats in the diet. In theory, then, margarine was designed as a more heart-friendly alternative to butter. However, margarine's historical problem was not its raw ingredients, but its industrial processing. To turn liquid oils into solid or semi-solid spreads, manufacturers once relied on partial hydrogenation, a process that inadvertently produced trans fats. Research later revealed that trans fats not only raise LDL cholesterol, but also lower HDL, good cholesterol, significantly increasing the risk of heart disease. This discovery led to decades of criticism and damaged margarine's reputation. In response to mounting scientific evidence and public pressure, many countries introduced strict regulations to limit or eliminate trans fats from industrial foods. At the same time, margarine production methods evolved. As a result, modern margarines differ substantially from their predecessors and can, when chosen carefully, serve as a healthier alternative to butter within a balanced diet. Is natural always healthier? Numerous misconceptions continue to surround butter and margarine, often fueled by oversimplified or sensational claims circulating online. One persistent myth suggests that margarine is almost plastic, or chemically similar to plastic. Food scientists have repeatedly debunked this claim, emphasizing that it is both scientifically inaccurate and misleading. While margarine is a processed food, its ingredients, primarily vegetable oils, water, and emulsifiers, are fundamentally different in chemical structure and function from synthetic plastics. Such comparisons typically arise from a misunderstanding of basic chemistry, particularly the fact that many substances may share certain chemical terms or processes without being biologically or functionally comparable. In reality, the safety and nutritional impact of margarine depend far more on its specific fat composition and manufacturing methods than on simplistic analogies. These misconceptions not only distort public understanding, but also distract from more meaningful discussions about dietary balance, ingredient quality, and appropriate consumption. Another common belief is that butter is inherently healthier simply because it is perceived as natural. In reality, the label "natural" does not automatically equate to being healthy, particularly when a product contains high levels of saturated fat. Excessive intake of saturated fat has long been associated with increased cardiovascular risk, regardless of whether its source is natural or processed. Conversely, margarine's unfavorable reputation stems largely from older formulations that contained significant amounts of trans fats, artificial fats that have since been widely recognized as harmful to heart health. This legacy has often been unfairly extended to all margarine products, despite substantial changes in manufacturing standards. Modern margarine formulations in many countries now limit or eliminate trans fats altogether, meaning that the health impact of margarine today can differ greatly from that of earlier generations. Today, the debate is no longer black and white. Whether butter or margarine is the better choice really comes down to what's in the product, how much you use, and what your personal health goals are, not just whether it's labeled natural or artificial. No product is better in absolute terms. In culinary practice, butter remains a favorite among professional chefs for its deep flavor, richness, and ability to create appealing textures in baked goods and sauces. Margarine, by contrast, is valued for its softness, spreadability, and lower cost, making it accessible to a broader range of consumers. From a health perspective, many people opt for margarine because it contains no natural cholesterol and may support heart health when made from high-quality vegetable oils. Butter, meanwhile, continues to be prized for its flavor and its content of fat-soluble vitamins, particularly when sourced from grass-fed cows. In modern consumer culture, margarine has gradually moved beyond its image as a cheap butter substitute. Today, it exists as a distinct category with diverse formulations designed to meet different nutritional needs and preferences. What do you think about modern margarine compared to traditional butter? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like this article if it helped clarify the story behind these everyday fats, and share it to keep the conversation about nutrition and health going.